Dies ist nicht ein weltlich Stechen, keine Eisenwaffe blitzet. Eine Lanze ist das Wort, das scholastisch scharf gespitzet. Durch die Macht der Argumente, durch der Logik Kettenschlüsse und Zitate von Autoren, die man anerkennen müsse, will ein jeder Kämpe seinen Gegner ad absurdum führen und die wahre Göttlichkeit seines Gottes demonstrieren.
The mission of the fireside chats at Lisberg Castle is to gain deep understanding of what drives science, society and economy, in order to help making this world a bit more humane. Over the last years, we have all witnessed the rise of a widespread lack of confidence about what counts as truth, and the loss of discernment about commonly accepted facts. How far does this spill into the discourse among scientists, artists, professionals, and the whole of society? Do the sciences produce truth? Is the scientific interpretation of reality the truth? Or has science in itself aspects of faith? Today we want to explore different paths to truth. With the help of distinguished scholars and executives from all over the world, coming together in one of Germany's oldest castles. According to Steve McIntosh, like the three legs of a chair, science, philosophy and religion play important roles in supporting higher levels of civilization. Such different ways to truth refer to certain but dissimilar aspects of human experience that should be taken into account for an integral understanding of reality. And although these different areas complement and support each other, they must be kept separate to prevent the chair from toppling over.
Science can generate statements or insights which are true, yeah. But as we also said, there are other things beyond science and in the physical world, yeah. And we talked about wisdom and values, and there we also should very clearly say that science can't contribute to this. The input must come from other sources.
You know, from the start that you gave us with this three-legged chair, I thought this was very fruitful and sparked lots of thoughts. And if I conclude what I've heard from all of you, the personal dimension cannot be dissected away from the quest for truth coming from these three different angles: sciences, philosophy, religion.
Society has to ask the question that has to be answered when we really want to deal with science. When everything is on the shoulders of science, it's too much. They cannot solve it.
I have the feeling that we should expand this symbol of a three-legged chair into a four-legged, as suggested. The reality is a truth which we cannot deny. How can I contribute in some minute way to what's happening outside in the democratic, hopefully continuous democratic systems which we are living in?
Und für mich klar, die Erneuerung, die kommt nie von oben nach runter, die kommt immer von der Basis in die Höhe.
I also felt that this was an experiment which wanted to arrive at a result, and I feel that we have arrived at a result, so that this little wonder which sometimes happens when a group works together has actually happened. This format here has an enormous power. It's not so isolated from the world. Well, publishing will certainly help, but this will have an impact, I'm sure.
If I had only one sentence to say, I would say, well, I'm part of a crowdsourcing project of wisdom, and I like that.
I'll just say one sentence. This comes from the morning walk. We went to the river and we were exposed to a practical lesson there. to see where the sun was in the water. Then I realized that the more I walked away, the more it followed me. So I really could not tell where the sun was in that water. I don't know if you all saw that. I'm happy that I actually came for this function. I've learned a lot, and I still have questions, and that's the essence of research. And I believe that we are almost there. We are going to work and get to what we are supposed to do. Just like the sun was following, I believe the truth is following her, but we can't quite catch it. And so we have to find the way to it.
That maybe the agenda that is emerging from this is really one of empowerment of everyone in a world where people feel increasingly disempowered. I think people feel that the pace of scientific change and political disenfranchisement and geopolitics makes it impossible for an individual to have something to say. But I think what you're saying is actually everyone has agency and has to have agency, and that's where meaning comes from. And if we as a group could make that statement and go forth into the world and try to have other people embrace it, that could be an incredibly empowering thing that in some sense has the effect of maybe tamping down the hubristic tendencies of both science and religion, to make clear that every individual actually has something to bring to the conversation.
And I'd like to conclude with saying thank you again, in name of Hartmut and Hans as well. And this was fantastic, and let's have a wonderful dinner together.
Oh, ye take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland for ye. For me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch
Mit verschränkten Fingern drückt sie an die Stirn und spricht am Ende, welcher Recht hat, weiß ich nicht.
My